Chaos at the movies in Surprise this weekend after police say a man exposed himself and urinated inside the theater.
Yeah, it happened Friday night at the AMC Surprise Point. That's where officers responded to the disturbance. Witnesses told police that the man was confronted after he got up, unzipped his pants, and started peeing during a screening of Demon Slayer. Moviegoers confronted the man and started hitting him. The suspect, Limmel Hull, was later arrested and booked on charges of indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and criminal damage. Hull appeared in court Saturday afternoon. He was later released. A witness tells us AMC gave everyone in the theater a refund.
What is your name? Young Shogun. What's happening?
Was this Demon Slayer movie that good that you couldn't get your ass up and go to the damn bathroom? This movie was released in theaters on September the 12th. Funny enough, that is my birthday. A friend of mine told me that this happened in the theaters, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? You serious? And I looked it up, and yep, a dude pissed in the movie theaters. He said that the guy pissed on a 5-year-old girl, and I didn't know where he got that from. I looked it up. It says the suspect Hull was arrested and booked on charges of indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, criminal damage for peeing on, the seats and shit like that, and refusing to provide a truthful name. It doesn't say anything about assault, because I believe peeing on a 5-year-old girl would be considered assault, or just peeing on anybody in general, because I think you can get charged with assault for spitting on someone, so peeing on someone, hell yeah. It says here he stood up, zipped his pants, and started peeing, and then he just sat back down like nothing happened. What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Bro, really?
But they did stump his ass out. Hey, honestly, I would have stumped his ass out too. Even if I was in the theater, like next to him, if I heard that shit happen, I would have ran over to his theater and stumped his ass out. I'll drop the link in the description if you guys want to check out that full beatdown. But this is actually not what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to say the Demon Slayer movie, Infinity Castle. I really enjoyed this movie. And sometimes I do reviews for things, but I'm not going to do a review for this movie. But I do want to talk about some complaints.
All you do is complain, complain, complain.
And some of the complaints have been about the flashbacks. The flashbacks and the monologues is mostly surrounded Akaza, a upper 3 demon, and people were complaining about his flashbacks. I will say that I kind of do understand the complaints a little bit. The flashbacks was going on for a while, and I was like, we kind of been watching the movie for a little minute. I wonder if, is it going to end on the flashbacks? And I was starting to wonder, because I didn't know how long the movie was when I went into it. But then at the end of the movie, I was still kind of feeling like I wish there was kind of more to the movie. But that's me being kind of greedy. I want more Demon Slayer, honestly. But, I'm going to have to wait 2 more years till the next movie come out. And I'm willing to wait. Actually, I'm not. I started reading the manga. I'm not trying to dismiss people's complaints or anything like that. You have a right to feel that way. But at the same time, I feel like as long as I'm enjoying the movie, then I'm not going to complain about stuff like that. The movie turned out to be 2 hours and 35 minutes long. That's around 155 minutes runtime. So it was a long movie, but I did watch the Zack Snyder Justice League movie, which I thought was a very terrible movie.
I already know he worked for the sanitation department. He trash.
And I can go on a rant about that movie, but I'm not going to do it. And I sat there for 4 hours watching that. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle could have been 4 hours, and I would have sat there and watched the whole thing and enjoyed it. Maybe someday I'm going to go back and watch all 3 of the movies in succession. But then again, who knows? That's 2029 when the 3rd movie comes out, and I'll be pushing 30 at that age. So my only issue with the film, and this will contain spoilers if you have not seen the movie, I didn't really understand how Akaza died. That's just something that I just did not understand. We know 2 ways for demons to die. They get their heads cut off or they burn up in the sun. And since the beginning of Demon Slayer, every single demon has died by those 2 ways. Now, it's been said that Muzan probably wouldn't die if his head was cut off, so we understand that. It's just Akaza says, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to live anymore. Just die. It's just can you do that? Can he do that? Could he have done that without his head being cut off? Honestly, I don't think it would have changed anything if Akaza was dying like every other demon. I don't think that would have changed anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm mad at him for choosing to die. It's more that the fact that he had that choice, how the fuck can you have a choice? You know what I'm saying? The thing with Demon Slayer is they always make the demons kind of sympathetic at the end of their lifespan. So either way, I had no issue with the movie. That's something I did take away from the film when I watched it. But again, I did really enjoy this movie. So with that, I can't wait to see the next film. by the time the next film does come out, I will have already known what the fuck happened. But then again, I might forget because, I mean, I'm reading the manga now. The movie doesn't come out until 2027. So that's another year and a half, almost 2 years from now. So, you know what's even funny? My brother, since he already finished the manga, he told me that if people hated Akaza's backstory, then you're going to hate the Upper One Demon's backstory. So yeah, you guys let me know if you enjoyed this film. But if you're still here because you don't give a fuck about spoilers, then I would highly recommend this movie to you. Actually, I would highly recommend all of Demon Slayer. Like, you just can't go wrong with watching the series. One good thing about Demon Slayer and these newer animes is that they're all actually ending. Attack on Titan ended. I'm not happy that they ended, but I'm happy that they ended. I believe in stories ending. I think all stories should end. I don't think they should have a 40th anniversary while they're still pumping out content, trying to get people to watch their new shitty shows and stuff like that, where they just reuse old transformations that they done before. I'm not saying any names. Yeah, I believe stories should end, and Demon Slayer is wrapping up. If I had to give this movie a rating, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. And that's actually high praise. I gave another movie a 1 out of 10, and I ain't gonna say the name of that movie. But till the next time, man.